Right now at noon, the first presidential debate is in the books. How both parties are reacting to their candidates' performances. Plus, the latest from Lincoln Hills, why a second teenage inmate is charged in the death of a youth prison staff member. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Josh Spreiter. We start with campaign 2024. President Biden and former President Trump are returning to the campaign trail now that the first presidential debate is in the books. Political watchers saw a shaky performance for the sitting president and noted plenty of unchecked falsehoods from the former one. Jared Hill reports.
The first ever debate between a sitting president
and I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on
and a former president.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either.
Is giving voters a lot to consider. Early in the night, viewers heard President Biden's voice falter and answers that trailed off.
Dealing with everything we have to do with, look.
On the other side of the stage, Trump delivered falsehoods on his economic record.
We have the greatest economy in the history of our country.
His legal troubles.
He indicted me because I was his opponent.
And abortion.
He's willing to, as we say, rip the baby out of the womb in the 9th month and kill the baby.
That is simply not true. We are not for late-term abortion, period. Period.
With just about 4 months until the election, both candidates are already on the campaign trail again, trying to sway undecided voters. After his performance last night, some Democrats are openly contemplating whether it's too late to replace Biden on the ticket. The House Democratic leader was asked whether Biden should step down.
Should he step aside?
Post-debate, many Republicans are celebrating their presumptive nominee.
Donald Trump is the only man on that stage that's qualified and capable of serving as the next president.
As of now, both candidates are still committed to meeting on the debate stage again in September. Jared Hill, CBS News, Atlanta, Georgia.
President Biden is campaigning in Raleigh, North Carolina today, while former President Trump is courting voters in Chesapeake, Virginia, as he looks to make a play for that state. A second teenager is now charged with murder in the deadly assault of a counselor at Wisconsin's only youth prison. 17-year-old Ryan Nyblum was charged and arrested for the death of 49-year-old Corey Prue. Investigators say Prue and a female staff member were assaulted by Nyblum and 16-year-old Jafarius Hurd. The pair were housed in the same unit at the Lincoln Hills Copper Lake Schools, the state's youth prison in Irma. The other staff member who was also attacked was taken to the hospital where she was treated and released. Both Nyblum and Hurd have been moved out of the youth prison and are being held in the Lincoln County Jail. Right now, Dodge County authorities are searching for a missing woman in the Clyman area. She's identified as 37-year-old Crystal Roush. She was last seen June 11th, wearing a black Wisconsin Dells sweatshirt. The sheriff's office is not asking for volunteers to assist in the search. They ask that people avoid the area. If anyone has information related to the location of Roush, you are asked to call the Dodge County Sheriff's Office tip line. That is 920-386-4590. Well, it's a wet start to the weekend. First Floor meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at your certified most accurate forecast out on the patio. No umbrella right now, though.
Yeah, it's still spitting on me a little bit. I'm not needing the umbrella. It's not coming down real hard, but this is just going to be what I think we're going to see the rest of the afternoon. The cloudy, gloomy skies that we're seeing from our Edgewater sky cam. Overlooking the capital city, you can see the low-hanging clouds there. So mostly a steady, moderate rain that we had this morning is now moving out. A little bit of a break, but still, I think we've got enough low-level moisture to continue to bring us some sprinkles, at least for the afternoon hours, and occasionally we'll see some showers. But the broad area of rain is starting to move out of the Madison area. Areas to the south still pretty inundated as you get a little bit closer toward the Illinois border. And as you look at our 3-hour future track, still some showers popping up here and there. I don't really think we'll see any thunderstorms until we get into the evening hours. And then we could see some stronger storms rolling through, and those will roll through probably before midnight now, the way it looks. And then just after midnight, a lot of that should be shifting out of the east. And I think we'll get into some dry weather this weekend. Starting tomorrow, we might see a little bit of drizzle waking up in the morning. You're thinking, oh, man, here we go again. But I think we'll break out into some sunshine. It's going to be a very warm Saturday before some much cooler weather arrives on Sunday. And yes, we've got more storms in our forecast next week. There is some hope, though, as we go over the next week to 8 days that we're going to finally get out of this active weather pattern. I'll talk more about that coming up. Otherwise, we just have some drippy weather for the afternoon with some storms tonight. We'll have all those details coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, Kelly, thank you. The city of Beloit says it will demolish a building to make way for a future Riverwalk and private development. That building is on East Grand Avenue next to the Rock River on the southeast side of it. The demolition will begin in late July or early August. The Grand Avenue Bridge is expected to remain open, but parking near the building will be unavailable. The private owners of the coming building anticipate having commercial, office, and residential units. The city says the Riverwalk and new building will be completed by the summer of 2025. Well, Wisconsinites have been counting down the days ever since news broke that Texas-based travel center Buc-ee's planned to come to the Badger State. But that countdown is now a bit longer. It is due to negotiations between Buc-ee's and the village of DeForest. That's where the site will be. They are in dispute over how to share the cost of highway improvements around the new travel center. Buc-ee's paid $4.2 million in 2023 and plan to start building this year. But now that start date is likely or unlikely to be met.
They've acquired the property. They have a conditional use permit, which allows for the type of use on that land. But they have not submitted site plans. They do not have a current agreement with the village. So that's, they're not obligated to construct at this time.
If the village and mega chain can find common ground, the new location is set to be on one of the nation's largest, hosting 120 gas pumps and creating 200 full-time jobs here in Dane County. Well, we are down to the final 2 days of the community baby shower as we partner with Babies and Beyond of Wisconsin. The shower helps families in Dane County get what they need to take care of their children. Some of the supplies needed include diapers, clothing, and formula. The event runs through tomorrow. A list of drop-off sites is linked to our story at channel3000.com. Also ending soon, the final voting round for Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Awards. You have until Sunday to pick from a wide variety of categories under food and drink, arts and entertainment, health, lifestyle, and more. Unlike the first round, you'll only be able to vote once per category, so please pick carefully. You can head to channel3000.com and search for Madison Magazine. Well, still ahead for us on a Friday afternoon what the latest Labor Department report is saying about unemployment and why Walgreens plans to close hundreds of stores over the next few years.
Oh man, you get a 5-star review, that's like the Cadillac of all Cadillacs.
I have a lot of them. Oh, you're Jake? And I'm like, yeah, I'm Jake. And they're like, oh, I saw your reviews. It's really good.
Quality service quickly, that's what you get with Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
During Steinhaffel's 4th of July mattress sale, you can get a Queen Beauty Rest mattress for only $2.99. Or upgrade your sleep to the unmatched luxury and comfort of the Beauty Rest Black Hybrid for just $59 per month when you use Steinhaffel's 60-month financing. Plus, you'll get up to $300 in Steinhaffel's cash. There's nothing like a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhaffel's. Start sleeping better tonight. Shop in-store or online at steinhaffels.com.
Imagine having a Medicare Advantage plan that can help cover costs for dental services or even groceries. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is offering special benefits called Essential Extras, available for Medicare Advantage plan members. If you're new to Medicare, have Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible to enroll today. Unsure if you're eligible? Our licensed insurance agents can help. Just call the number on your screen today. Medicare Advantage plans cover everything in Original Medicare Parts A and B while offering coverage for additional benefits. With Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans, you could get no-cost essential extras you might not expect. These plans may include allowances for dental, vision, hearing, assistive devices, or even money for healthy groceries. That's not all, though. You could also get an allowance to help pay for utility costs like gas, electric, water, or sewer. It can even be used towards internet and cellular providers. Explore 2024 Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans with essential extras in your zip code by calling today. If you're new to Medicare, have Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible. Essential extras could even include transportation to plan-approved destinations. But you won't get a plan with additional benefits automatically. You have to call to see if you're eligible to enroll. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is proud to offer these special no-cost Medicare Advantage plan benefits that help provide comfort and convenience to make everyday life easier. Don't miss out. Call Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield today to explore 2024 Medicare Advantage plans with essential extras. If you're new to Medicare, on Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible.
Call 800-694-1143. 800-694-1143. That's 800-694-1143.
The Labor Department reports fewer Americans applied for unemployment last week, but the total number of people collecting benefits is at its highest level in more than 2 years. This despite the fact that U.S. employers added a healthy number of jobs last month, 272,000. Walgreens has announced it could close as many as 2,000 more stores in the next 3 years as part of an effort to adjust to the changing climate in the pharmacy business. The company says it's already closed 2,000 locations over the last 10 years. Competitor Rite Aid is going through bankruptcy reorganization, and new court documents show another 27 stores are slated for closure in Ohio and Michigan. And if you subscribe to DirecTV's Sunday Ticket to watch NFL games, you could be getting a refund. On Thursday, a jury in a U.S. district court ruled the NFL violated antitrust laws and awarded 2.4 million residential subscribers nearly $4.8 billion. The NFL is expected to appeal. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
At the Friday noon hour, here's your stock report. The Dow is up 25 points, NASDAQ down 24, and the S&P 500 down 1. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Remember, you can call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Pam is watching today's egg prices straight ahead, and Kelly is tracking the First Warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, Marquette Law professor Charles Franklin is back to discuss the highs and lows of last night's presidential debate.
Save big money on Pittsburgh paints and stains at Menards. Weather Screen is a water-repellent deck stain that protects wood while allowing its natural beauty to show through. A gallon starts at $27.98 after rebate. Complete your staining project with ultra-advanced semi-transparent stain. It's a stain and sealant in one that can be applied to damp wood, allowing you to clean and stain your project in 1 day. A gallon is $34.48 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Save big for the 4th, now through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Fresh ground beef, just $2.99 for a 1-pound roll. Buy 2, get 2 free on select Pepsi products. Whole seedless watermelon, just $3.98 each. Basket and bushel strawberries, just $1.77 for a 1-pound pack. And Frito-Lay party-sized snacks, queso dip or salsa, just $3.99 each when you buy 3. Get these great deals and more, now through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Nobody wants to replace the roof, but these days many roofs are only lasting 10 to 15 years, costing you tens of thousands of dollars. RoofMax makes your roof like new by strengthening and rejuvenating it. RoofMax treatments, started early enough, can extend the life of your roof by 15 years or more. And even if you think your roof is at the end of its life, 90% of the time, RoofMax can extend the life of your roof by 5 years at a fraction of the cost of a new roof. So give us a call and we'll give you a free assessment to see if your roof qualifies.
Jennifer Hudson Show is at it again, surprising an incredible kid with their celebrity inspiration. But who will it be? Season of surprises! Plus, Derek Huff is back.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. When severe weather swept through southern Wisconsin.
This is a tornado emergency.
Including multiple destructive tornadoes. Our team delivered the information to help you be prepared and stay safe before, during, and after the storms. Trust News 3 Now First Warn Weather. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back at noon. Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report on a Friday. Hi, Pam.
Finally Friday, yeah. I wish we had the weather we had yesterday, but it sounds like the weekend's getting better. That's good news, yeah. So we start off today going back and recognizing some more of the agriculture instructors that picked up accolades up in Oshkosh during the annual Wisconsin Association of Agriculture Educators State Convention. I want to start off with a face that's probably familiar to a lot of Channel 3 viewers if you're in the agriculture circles. A fella that you're looking at, the tall fella on the left-hand side with his plaque, that's our buddy Dan Ziegler. Ziggy, as everybody calls him, has been a staple for the New Glarus agriculture education program for decades. And then once he retired, he kept on going. That's why he was recognized as one of the honored secondary educators. He has served long-term substituting gigs in Waunakee. I think he also helped up in DeForest. Ziggy's kind of got his fingers in a lot of different things in retirement, including serving on the FFA Foundation Board. He was recognized along with Brad Sirianni from Western Wisconsin and Jan Hildebrand, past instructor up in Eau Claire, as honored secondary educators that just can't get enough even after retirement. There was another very special presentation that happened up in Oshkosh, and that went to Cheryl Steinbach. Cheryl Steinbach is from Grafton, Granton, I should say, and she is the previous executive director of the Wisconsin State Ag Educators Association. She is a real staple in trying to coordinate programs. She helped out during the pandemic to make sure teachers were getting resources, and just recently stepped down. She was given a very special state citation from the ag educators and an extended standing ovation for her efforts. Cheryl Steinbach, our friend in ag education. So there you go, just a quick wrap up on some of those special awards. Want to send out congratulations also to Nancy Cavazanjan up in Beaver Dam. She is going to return to the Northern Soy Marketing Board as their treasurer. Second time around for Nancy. That soybean marketing board is kind of a new venture for Wisconsin. They are part of an effort to investigate critical amino acid value levels in northern grown soybeans that might turn into great advantage on the international marketing scene. South Dakota, Minnesota, and Wisconsin making up that Northern Soy Marketing Board. All right, so here we go. The fun on a Friday. Barrel cheese today stands unchanged at $1.88. 40-pound black cheese stands unchanged at $1.91. And here we go, Josh. Spin the wheel. Let's see which direction the butter market is going today. I'll tell you, it's up. You want to take a shot at how much it went up today, Joshy?
Let's say up 5 cents.
I heard you drum your fingers like we actually have skin in the game on this. It went up a penny and 3/4.
Okay.
$3.12.5 per pound for your butter in Chicago today. Not the grocery store, your butter in Chicago.
Oh, there you go. All right. The more you know on a Friday.
Have a good weekend, sweetie. We'll see you next week.
You too. And I'm off next week, so we'll see you in a couple.
Okay, sounds good. Enjoy it.
You too. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. First Warm meteorologist Kelly Slifka is on the weather patio.
Yeah, the rain has cleared out of the Madison area. Maybe a few sprinkles here and there, but at least that solid area of rain that we had all morning long, just kind of a drippy morning. Actually, can kind of feel the radiation coming from the sun right now. So maybe we'll break out into a little bit of sun, but you can see that broad area of rain now, mainly south of Madison, right along the Illinois border areas to the south. You see that area of rain in Nebraska? That's going to be our opportunity for seeing some showers and thunderstorms roll in as we go through this evening and up until the overnight period, probably winding down by tomorrow morning. So we do have some more rain in the forecast. A little bit of a break here, it looks like, for the next several hours as all this is now sinking down to the south and east. There's actually been a little bit of clearing areas to the north, so we may see a little bit of sunshine, at least a break from the rain. See how it's kind of fizzling across southern areas of the state now down toward Janesville, Lake Geneva, even moving out of the Monroe area, maybe a few sprinkles, but all this is kind of petering out now here. And as we look at our severe weather outlook, we're under a marginal risk of severe weather. That's the lowest on a scale of 1 to 5. A little better chance where they will get a little bit of heating there in Iowa, that some of these storms could become severe, producing large hail and damaging winds. We may get some of those remnants. So some of the storms that come in this evening may be kind of strong, producing a lot of lightning, maybe some small hail and some gusty winds going through tonight. So that rain chance will be with us until about tomorrow morning. Now, when you wake up tomorrow morning, you're going, it's gray out, it's drizzly, another day like this. No, it looks like that'll be clearing out during the morning hours. We should get into a lot of sunshine. Going to be a very warm Saturday before a cold front arrives by Sunday and brings us some cooler weather. Have to get through the showers and storms this evening, tapering off after midnight, or at least moving on to the east after midnight. Then we'll get into some dry weather this weekend. Yeah, there might be a little drizzle tomorrow morning, but that should clear up. And then another system brings us rounds of storms as some heat tries to build back in after a cool Sunday and Monday. So showers, fairly light in nature, here and there, sprinkles here and there, just kind of nuisance for us as temperatures are only in the 70s. But watch what develops off to our west. This computer model indicating pretty strong storms rolling through Viroqua, Camp Douglas here at about 7:30, headed toward Prairie du Chien, eventually toward Madison, about 8, 9 o'clock, lasting up until about midnight. Not really in a hurry to move on out. Tomorrow morning, as mentioned, maybe some clouds, a little bit of drizzle, but then we'll break out into some sunshine as some warm air surges northward. We're likely to be hitting the low to mid 80s tomorrow afternoon, but that's going to be one warm day of the next 5 or 6 days because we are expecting some cooler weather by Sunday. All right, rainfall amounts, and we could use a break, but some locations, especially near the Illinois border where they're still seeing that rain, could be talking about over an inch of rain. So it's still going to be stormy next weekend, or next week. I'm talking about some big changes finally in the forecast as we go through next weekend. It looks like we're going to finally shift the weather pattern as the jet stream is going to level off and be well to the north of the Canadian border there. And that means dry weather, and eventually it looks like some heat will build, not next weekend, but the following week. And that's when we're finally going to get into some drier weather. It's 67 only in Madison, 64 in Janesville with the rain, 66 right now in Mineral Point, our first foreign forecast. Yeah, we got some more storms, especially going into the evening hours. That should taper off after midnight. We'll clear up tomorrow, so really a nice Saturday for us. Nice summery day, 83. Kind of cool for the last day of June, Sunday, only getting up to 70, 75 Monday. The heat will try to build back in on Tuesday, bringing us some scattered storms. And then we've got another opportunity of a storm on the 4th of July, but generally dry, but more active weather Friday. But I think by next weekend, we're going to start to see some changes in our weather forecast finally.
I hope so. Yeah, thank you, Kelly. New at noon, one particular condiment is flying off store shelves in record numbers. Michael George shows us why America is hot for hot sauce.
Jack Adam wasn't into spicy food, but once he started trying hot sauces, he was hooked.
It was an acquired taste, got into like Thai cuisine, Vietnamese cuisine, and dabbling in spice that way, and now it's taken over most of the food I eat.
The hottest condiment in America is hot sauce. Fortune Business Insight says North American sales jumped 6% last year, and the global market is expected to grow from $3 billion to almost $6 billion by 2032. Noah Chaimberg is founder of Hedonist, a craft hot sauce shop based in New York.
Hot sauce is a great way to take what would otherwise be kind of a repetitive recipe and to really create something new with it.
Sales are heating up because more Americans are cooking at home, and as immigrant populations rise, so does interest in global cuisine. There's also a growing number of vegans using hot sauce to add extra flavor.
Oh, be careful, that is crazy.
But one of the biggest factors in the hot sauce boom is a YouTube talk show.
That one had a reaction with my tear ducts.
On Hot Ones, celebrities sit down for an interview while eating spicy chicken wings.
You say this is pure pepper?
Some episodes pull in as many as 10 million viewers.
I'm fine.
Hedonist best sellers are Hot Ones branded sauces.
This is our Hot Ones Los Calientes Verde. It's absolutely one of our most popular sauces.
Cheers. It's sweet, it's spicy, the kick is just coming in now, but it's not too hot.
Smoky.
Now, stores sell sauces that range from nuclear hot to ultra mild for kids.
You see kids now who are into spicy food, where when you think back 20, 30, 40 years ago, that was never a thing.
More and more people finding life is better with a little spice. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
The most popular hot sauces in the U.S. right now are Tabasco sauce, followed by Frank's Red Hot. Well, when we come back at noon, Howard's working in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Join us today as we demystify the meat case by cooking up a longtime favorite in a whole new way.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Customers are very surprised how quickly we can get the garage doors fixed.
When I'm on the job, it's go time.
We know tomorrow is too late.
Here at Precision, we have the best parts, best warranties, and we're always here for you.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Brothers Maine enjoys 4th of July festivities with family, friends, and fabulous kitchen and laundry deals. Our fireworks of savings on GE appliances and free delivery will make you ooh and ah. Feel like family at Brothers Maine.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This July 4th is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Senator Baldwin says I'm not from Wisconsin, but this was my childhood home. Graduated East High, became a Badger in '86, where I've had my company for over 20 years.
And this is where we live. It's our family home.
I'm a fourth-generation Wisconsinite. It made me who I am. If Senator Baldwin's not going to be honest with you about where I'm from, what makes you think she'll be honest with you about anything? I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
We went to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison last night.
I don't really get how the jackpots work.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison actually has had multiple million-dollar winners.
There are linked progressive slot machines at the same casino where local players increase the jackpot amount.
And a standalone progressive jackpot increases when a player plays on an individual machine that isn't linked to any other machines. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. More ways to win. Find your perfect jackpot.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. When you stop by the meat case, do you feel overwhelmed? If you do, you're not alone. It can get pretty confusing. But if each week you pick up one cut of meat and get familiar with it, in no time, you'll feel like a pro. To get things going, today we're going to use one of my favorite budget cuts, flank steak. To start, we butterfly it. That simply means that we cut it in half horizontally, almost all the way through, so it opens up like a book. Then we sprinkle with a mixture of Italian breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, and olive oil. Over that, we place a layer of sliced salami and provolone cheese. We roll it up jelly roll style and secure it with bamboo skewers. After trimming it, we cut slices about an inch or so thick, making sure that each piece is secured with a skewer. Then, sear these off on a grill or in a skillet and finish them off in the oven. Serve these for a quick weeknight dinner. Everyone will think you fussed all day. To get the recipe for our flank steak pinwheels, all you have to do is check out our website. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a meat and cheesy way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Here's Kelly now with the final look at your first warn weather.
Been a wet morning, but most of the widespread rain is done with, but still a few showers expected this afternoon. But I think what we're going to be watching is this evening as a cluster of storms rolls in out of Minnesota and Iowa. That'll be reaching the Madison area 8, 9 o'clock, and will continue probably up until about midnight, kind of a slow system to move on out. But we will look at some quieter weather as we go forward and as we go into tomorrow. A little fog in the morning, but 83. A little bit cooler Sunday, a lot cooler on Sunday, 70. Another chance of storms by Tuesday as that heat builds back in.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend, everyone.